Every space can have a purpose and be an integration or an activation. And so I want you to utilize your space with all the hallways. The first, though, is the front door. That's always the most important because it's the mouth of chi. And so whatever you have needs to be something that like grounds you, makes you feel good. And it just needs to be for you or the occupants of the space or whatever the intention of the space is. So I moved this last month and we're still putting it together, and I have a roommate, and thank goodness that she's into all this good stuff, right? And she already kind of knows it, so I don't have to explain it. But that was a big space for us. And then here is another like hallway gateway. Every hallway or gateway is your walk into your desired dreams. So what you want to do is set the intention. First of all, though, be clear with yourself, who you are. Be claiming yourself. So I always say, I am Tweet Mother of Isabella Grace, born on April 3rd, 1978, and I am Luminous Grace. And so then I have like what it is that I want to feel in the space and the clarity and the 3 vibrations that I really want. And so here, I'm so glad that she has this. My roommate has this. Isn't this cool? Not everyone would be into it, but she got it in Bali, and it's like so nice and engraved. And so this here is the walkway into another doorway. And so this here is my integration for clarity and also centeredness. And so when I walk through this, this is what I get. And so this is my kitchen hallway. Here I have this picture, which I actually did, and it's off of Romero Brito's artwork, and which I lived in when I was in Florida, and I was introduced to it. And that year he did the art for the Olympic campaign. Now, this over here, you see that peace sign, and that left sign? Yeah, so this here, when we're sitting here, is so that we can fill up. And here, on top of the doorway, that's another portal. And it says, feed your soul. So everything can have an intention. It doesn't have to be words, okay? It can be pictures as well. Now, this is another like walk station. And you see, it says here, believe in possibilities. Yeah. And so every time we walk here, we'll get that energy upgraded, and when we walk through these doors. And so on the door, I always have like something on top, because then it's like a barcode and a scan. And or I have things like on the side, and this one here says, your story matters. Your story matters, and believe in possibilities. And I have to tell you a funny thing. Isabella's been, my little 8-year-old has been learning a lot of these things, and we've been talking about possibilities. And she wrote the funniest note where she's like, I'm not in love with Liam anymore. She has a new crush every week. And she's now, because I see the truth now, and I see the possibilities. And so these things that you have, like, she would never use that word, possibilities, but now she lives into possibility at 8 years old. Yeah, cool, right? And so doorways, walkways, they're all transition portals. This is the liminal space. The liminal space is a transition space, and this is where things happen. It's your pathway, it's your golden path. So be aware of what you put through the doorway and the walkway. So here, expect a miracle. And this is my room, and you have to excuse the mess. And every time I walk through this way, I get installed with luck, and I made this, and also my sword and my ukulele. But here's my altar for my grandmother, and it's also other past loved ones and family. And so every time I wake up, I see these things and they bless me. Okay, so work on your space right now and change it up. Ask, what do I want to create? What is the intention? What energies do I want to embody? And then define that space that this is for this. And every time you walk through that, you get reinstalled this energy. So from here to the rest of the year, clear it, get rid of it, see less, recreate it, put in new energy. It'll give you life again. It'll rewire your neural pathways. And then you will walk your golden path. Each walkway, each doorway is your road to is the yellow brick road.